So when we talk about our core values at Regal Plastics, we're really talking about the values, the core values that we love within the company to create the culture that we want. And then obviously it's a huge mechanism for bringing people into the organization. So our very first core value is a two-part core value, and it's just called all in and play to win. So, all in, it just means, team before self. It means, this is not just a job. We want people that come to the organization that don't just want just a job, just to have a job. They want something more. And not that there's anything wrong with just having a job in some big corporation and you're just a number and there's 10,000 employees. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just, it's a different feel here. It's a smaller family-owned company, and we want people to come in and that really just they're passionate. They have that enthusiasm, and it's not just a job. They want it. We love Jim Collins here. We're huge Jim Collins fans, and I think he has this quote. It's like it's hard to have a meaningful life without meaningful work, and so we really truly believe that here. And then the second part is just the play to win part. And we love competition. We know that we're not the biggest distributor out there. We know that we're not some $800 million distributor, but we are sure as hell going to go out there and play to win and play to crush them. And that's just a mentality that we have because that's just we can't be any other way. And so, competition, we have these flashcards that we use. And so competition, it says comparison of self, team, or organization against oneself or another. And so, really we have metrics everywhere that we use that we're, comparing ourselves to other branches, to each other. We're trying to get information about the competition that's out there. What are they doing? And we're trying to really just dial it in and compete against those guys. And these metrics that we have around the company is who can sell the most, who can get the most leads, the most, perfect orders in the back. And so we have these metrics because we love to compete against ourselves, and we love to win. And so these guys, have the trophy, and then they have a toilet trophy here where whoever has the least amount of sales, that month in the company actually gets the toilet trophy. And so, there's a huge championship belt for the person that has the most sales that month. And so it's just this culture of competition that we love and we get energized by. So some examples that we've had around here just in the last quarter is we had this outside rep who he wasn't adding any value to this account. He knew it, we didn't know it, and he came to us and he basically said, listen, take me off the commission on this account because I'm not adding any value. I'm truly not adding any value to this account. It's better for the company to gain profit on this than me myself on this commission because I'm truly not adding anything. And that was him being all in on the company and thinking about the company more than his personal gain, because he was literally taking away money from his own pockets and putting into the company's pockets because he's saying, I'm not adding value here. It's better for this to be a house account and not my account. And there was another one where we had a rep from one of our other locations go to San Antonio, and he's an outside rep in this organization to train one of our reps, one of our brand newbies out in San Antonio for 3 or 4 days. And it was going to be hard to take care of his accounts. It was going to be hard to deal, with all of his current business he was doing now. But he said, listen, for the sake of the company, I'm going to go out to San Antonio and I'm going to train this brand new hire that we have. I'm going to train him on the ropes. I'm going to train him what I know about sales because I want him to be successful because I care more about this company than I do myself. And that was a huge part of just being all in. A huge example. So we had some operations employees in Houston where we had a project that was going up, and these guys stayed till 11 p.m. on a Friday night to get this project done. And everybody knows Friday night, you're ready to go home Friday. It's been a long week, and these guys just stayed till 11 o'clock. They didn't have to. The project could have been done on Monday, but they wanted to get it done, and they stayed after. That was just another reason of showing these guys were being all in. And there was an operations manager, I think it was in Dallas, and we had an interview one morning at 6 a.m. Out. It was probably 45 minutes away from his house, and so it was just hey, we need to go interview this guy for this possible situation, but this guy can only meet at 6 a.m., and he's like, oh, not a problem, I'll be there. And, it was not necessarily that he said yes, it was his attitude towards saying yes. It was immediately, like, not a problem, like, no big deal. I will literally do anything, whatever it takes. I'm all in on this thing. You need me 6 a.m., 5 a.m., I don't even care. So those are just some examples of being all in and, you know, playing to win. That's a big core value of ours. We live it, we breathe it, we love it. That's what it is to be in Regal Plastics. That's what we love in this company. And so I just wanted to kind of share about what that meant to us. And yeah, that's it.